Let's get this situated here. You got a mirror for that. If you gotta get about, you open up the cabinets. Open the cabinet, just cut. You can see inside the cabinet what it's on here. Okay. Higher frequency, what's up?
What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. Episode 12. High frequencies. How to exit the matrix. Or exit the matrix. So, let's start off with what is the matrix? Well, the matrix is everything you see around you here. This whole hologram of reality, this combination of vibration and frequencies that we call life, is the matrix. And what structures the matrix is a bunch of BS, a bunch of belief systems. You're good. Let's see.
No, I'm good. I was gonna sit right here.
You're square. Looking good too, by the way.
I said
you square, and I said you're looking good too.
Oh, thanks for that.
The Matrix. It's structured by a bunch of BS that we'll call your belief systems, which is religion or any doctrine you've been told in school. Bullshit you've been told about history, bullshit you've been lied to in religion, bullshit's been told to you in Hollywood, TV, blah blah. Everything you've been told is your belief system, and that is the Matrix, and it's time to exit that bitch. So to start that, you can kind of do like I've been telling you guys, and turn off the damn TV and quit listening to the radio. Pick the people that you surround yourself with. Your vibe attracts your tribe, so uplift your frequency by uplifting your thoughts and your mind. Vibrate higher, and then you'll feel the people that doesn't vibrate at that frequency and start cutting them mugs out. You'll feel songs and radio and all kinds of things you'll feel interfering with that higher frequency.
So step one.
Step that you can use to...
Step one will be, turn off from the TV.
Oh yeah.
Turn off from that. That's the first step. That's a huge step.
It is a big step.
So the other steps kind of follow suit.
for sure.
How once that once you do that?
But yeah, imagine what just cutting the TV off does so much.
Yeah. Oh, it does. Whenever I go back and look at TV, like if I was at my grandma's day, sometimes I catch the news. And when I catch it, I'm just like, damn, like this is like real. It's confusing that it's even real. Like I think it's like a parody or something.
I mean, it's from what I understand is all of it is so scripted these days. This is literally no different than a Hollywood production.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So all the local channels get the same script.
Yeah.
All the main channels control all that.
Yeah. So
That's the Matrix. So if you're someone said to the TV, a guy in the CIA once told a man, he said, I can't tell you anything, but I can tell you one thing, you need to turn the TV off. It's the most powerful programming tool ever created.
Who was the first one? You remember the first?
I don't know. Probably the radio.
Yeah.
But the TV is just another visual. It's a whole nother stage.
Yeah.
Radio is just as powerful.
The first thing they used to distract people with.
What's that?
They developed soap operas for the women and
sports.
They started broadcasting sports. That's right.
But that's the first step to do that. To just tune out of that. You allow yourself to decompress.
Yeah, and you cut out the newspaper, cut out the magazines, cut anything that's mainstream, because mainstream is the main programming. It's the main BS that's got you stuck in this bullshit matrix, and so
subliminal messages too. That's in there. There's just
I mean cartoons,
everything. It's coming at you.
Fucking Walt Disney was the fucking the bee's knees at dropping them subliminal messages to us when we were kids.
It works good, but
for sure. And then the frequency, obviously, to promote is the 440 hertz that promotes anxiety and fear and all that good stuff. So
fear.
Yeah. Fear is definitely what the fuck the news is pronouncing. A terrorist. Terrorism, in fact, if you looked it up, it would describe our government by definition. But terrorists are like imaginary, so it's kind of hard to hunt down and fight imaginary things that you can't see.
I think they said it's about the same chance of getting hit by lightning twice as getting killed by terrorists.
I have heard of one occasion of a guy getting struck by lightning twice, but it's been like
exactly.
That's
how rare it is. It happens. It happens. You
got a better chance winning the lottery than getting struck by lightning twice.
Yeah. Pretty much. Just a fact.
So definitely cut off your TV. And by the TV, we mean the mainstream stuff. Be picky and choosy on what you watch on YouTube. I guess you could still tune yourself out with some Netflix and stuff, if that's your partake. But really, you need to be connecting with yourself and filling your mind full of goodies. So Gaia.com has this like Netflix for consciousness. I've seen someone mention in the comments here. Gaia is pretty banging. You can find a lot of good research and information on there. So that's a good alternative for information.
Seen this thing on Gaia today. It was about how everyone has crystals in their brain, multiple crystals in their brain, and they said the hertz is like 7.2 or 8.2 hertz. And you're saying that there's something that's the frequency between the ionosphere and the Earth.
What was the hertz?
Like 8.2 or something. But they say in our crystals could create the ionosphere.
I could see that. I mean, I'd heard
This is a
something
new thing that
saying
just came out.
that the blue that you see around the Earth could actually be
Yeah,
like
that's what it
consciousness.
reminded me of.
You know, so
This is a new thing that just came out.
I'll have to check into that. Maybe we can find it and share that shit so we can.
Yeah.
It was on Gaia.
Yeah, it was a promoted thing for Gaia on Facebook.
Oh hell yeah.
It just came out today. Cool stuff.
And so yeah, the Matrix is everything that you structure your life and your belief on. So I told you the secrets and the simplicity is that your thoughts control your reality. Mastering your thoughts, mastering what comes and goes in your head is inevitably going to shape this quantum field around you that we call life, that we share together. But yet it's all just one life, one connection to Prime, Creator, or Love Light, the center of the universe, whatever you want to call it. The Matrix. Most people, they wake up in the morning and they scurry out of the bed and they throw on clothes to rush off to work. They spend a good majority of their energy trying to produce a paper which they base their life on. And it's just simply a piece of paper, but it has value because you exchange energy for it. A lot of your life energy you exchange for that paper, so you hold very high value to it. And therefore that paper is created from debt, which is a perpetual system of slavery. So inevitably being in the Matrix is being a slave. So it's time to break the shackles, exit the motherfucking Matrix. Realize the only thing you need is clean air, clean water, and shelter. And everything else don't fucking matter. It's a waste of your energy. It's a disconnection of what life truly means. You could go in your bedroom and take a fucking backpack, pack it full of the stuff as you could. You can sell all your stuff and go out in the middle of the fucking nature reserve and plow you up a garden and start fucking making knickknacks and bracelets and shit to sell in the wintertime.
Sell everything by a van and just ride around, do whatever you want to do.
That's right. And so the only thing you really need is you can go in the mountains and you can get the clean water just straight flowing down the mountain. So then you gotta acquire food. The forest is full of food.
Yeah.
I mean, indigenous populace, they just lived out there in teepees and loincloths and killed bears,
turkeys, squirrels, rabbits,
bears and deers, and they made clothes out of it so they could stay warm in the wintertime and fucking eat them and damn stored shit they grow in the fucking wintertime or summertime for the wintertime. You know, life is way more simple than we have made it to be, and inevitably it's made us slaves to materialism and to capitalism and to a piece of paper, and we've lost disconnection with ourselves. We lost disconnection with the God within ourselves, with the spirit, you know, because you're all eternal beings. You are all a duplication of God. You all are God and goddesses. You've just forgotten. That's part of the Earth game, is you come here to forget of what you really are, so you can play the game and try to relearn it. That's how you get the experience. But the new energies is we're all remembering who we were, who we're supposed to be.
Just kind of forgot.
We just forgot. And now we're starting to remember slowly but surely. You know, we're getting downloads in our sleep. We're getting people like me and Alex and so many other people out here saying the same shit, because that's how consciousness works. We're all connected, and all your thoughts goes goes into consciousness or consciousness grid or to source or whatever, and they kind of flow through everybody's mind, because everybody's mind is just one mind. Just like everybody is just a duplication of everything else. So if anybody's ever watched The Matrix, I love those series of movies. They're great. Because I look at them at a philosophical level, so that puts them really deep. Because we do live in a fucking matrix. And exiting it is it's hard for people to change their belief system. It's hard for people to believe that they don't have to have a job, or they don't have to have all the bullshit that they have. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to live your whole life working a job to pay for a house you can't stay in, to buy clothes that you have to work in, to buy a car. Basically, the only reason why you need it is to drive to that job.
On top of that, that job's never guaranteed.
No.
On top of that, as soon as you lose the job, you lose the house, you lose your family. So you ain't even banking on nothing that's guaranteed anyway. You're banking on something that pretty much ain't guaranteed. So what are you gonna do then?
Rolling the dice.
You're just rolling the dice either way it goes. That's not even guaranteed. That's a safe way, but it's not the guaranteed way ever. Nothing's guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed success.
It's just the game you were told to play in your 12-step brainwash camp that we call the public school system.
Indoctrination.
So check this out. So like a baby, when you're born as a baby, the reason why people love babies so much is like the first year you're born, when you still got the soft spot, you were completely connected to source at that time. So you're fucking radiating just like the most beautifulest energy. That's why people can't help to be like, oh, a baby, because that is just divine. Just like, oh, you're hugging God. It's the next anybody out there listening. Next time you get around a newborn baby, think about what I just told you. That this is complete unprogrammed duplication of love light that we call prime creator or God or source or whatever. This is the highest, beautifulest, most vibration. Like, think about this the next time you see a baby, and then see how much you can feel it, and I bet it'd be pretty fucking magical.
You get a high vibration off an older person too.
Oh, for sure.
Going into their passage, going into their journey or passage, through.
I just heard something the other day that just said that they put like the eldest with the youngest, because one is
in the tribal villages.
Was it you want to tell them? How'd you put it?
They put the oldest with the youngest in the tribal village because they're both the most connected to the spiritual realm. One just entering, one about to exit.
That's right.
So they're learning a lot from each other. And on a personal level, my great grandmother passed away the night before my daughter was born in the same hospital, like within probably 8 hours. So that's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
That's just synchronicity. It's not crazy to me
in the
anymore.
same hospital.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So this is how I view that. Message of the soul.
Yeah. So the Matrix. All right. So off gate. If you want to play the human game, we are instantly teaching you.
The Matrix is. That
exactly like what we're teaching. Language. Everything you've been taught is the Matrix. All the way down to language, because you're telepathic. You're a quantum being. You fucking can travel through timelines, because time is non-existence. You're just tuned in to this reality at the time being. And so, thinking of time the way we do it's kind of hard to grasp the concept that you're a time traveler. We'll just say quantum. Everything that you think, you react to, every bit of it, your DNA is quantum. It affects everything you see. It affects everything. It affects every other soul. It affects the entire universe. Everything. So as soon as we come more in tune with this vehicle, we're going to be able to traverse through any lives, past, future, present, because time is just merely an illusion.
Till we remember how to do it.
Till we recalibrate ourselves to our original blueprint.
Remember the recalibration. That's the remembering.
Yeah, I love that term.
Yeah, calibration.
Recalibrate. It's time to recalibrate your quantum machines, my friends. And it all resides with frequencies, hertz. You can manipulate them. They've been manipulated against you for fear. So you can cut off all the bullshit from the Matrix and start controlling and learning your frequency and learn how it affects shit. It's the secret. There's all kinds of steps to it. But so the Matrix is even down to language. It's just like as soon as we start teaching our kids to talk, we're teaching them to not use their telepathic abilities. Hey, you want to communicate with us on this earth plane, in this game, in this Matrix, then you got to learn this language. If not, you're just up shit creek without a paddle, and then we're going to tell you there's something wrong with you, like you've got autism or ADHD, and we're going to label you and we're going to drug you up because you don't play or you're not.
That's why, like identical twins, they don't have to talk to each other.
That's right.
And actually, brothers and sisters, actually, like if they're young enough, they don't even actually have to talk to each other. Sometimes the younger one will have problems talking, and it ain't a problem talking. It's just that they basically have an interpreter.
They don't need to talk.
They don't need to talk. They're talking to their sisters, telling their mom what they need.
Exactly.
So it's not a problem not talking. It's just they don't need to talk.
It's a problem with the system. It's a problem that you're not playing.
But I mean, that's just real. That's experience there. That ain't no, That's true. That's true. You really don't have to speak.
No. The more conscious we become, the more we're going to realize words was just part of the game, the deception game that we've been stuck in. The deception of the Matrix is, you've got to go to work, 9 to 5 job, you do it till you die and you come back. That's the fucking cycle that we've been stuck in from the darkness. It's fucking...
You're born a worker.
You're not just supposed to die and come back and redo that again. You're supposed to ascend. That's the whole goal. You're supposed to find enlightenment and ascend. Not just come back learning lesson after lesson, because the lesson you learned was not to ascend. The lesson you didn't learn was connecting with Source, Prime Creator. Like, that's what you come here to do, is come here to connect to the God that you are and create a beautiful reality, because you are master creators, because you are all God and goddesses. So yeah, you're all gods and goddesses, you're master creators, and so you all forgot that, and you got sucked into the game that we call the Matrix, and we've done it to ourselves and repeated it over and over again, and 2012 marked the end of the apocalyptic Matrix.
Can I touch on that though? You said time and time again. That's because it seems like the history has been lost and the history hasn't been passed down, or because we haven't learned our lesson. We haven't learned our lessons, so the cycle, it's the same repetitive cycle. It's a systematic cycle, and it works on human beings very well. But the problem is that we just keep repeating it without, You know what I'm saying? We keep forgetting them.
That's the beautiful thing.
They already did that to us.
Yeah, so that's the beautiful thing. Like, we made it past 2012. The reason why we've continuously forgot is because we've continuously fucking destroyed ourselves many times in the past. We did the same thing that everybody's been so worried we're about to do. Fucking nuclear war. Think about the last 100 years, how close everybody's been worried that we're about to kill ourselves. It's called the apocalyptic matrix, and we exited that bitch
Nuclear crisis
in 2012. And so the tough thing for everybody to understand is the world didn't blow up. Okay, so the new energy is the golden age. We made it past that point. So now you've got to deprogram yourself on so many fucking levels. So you've got to deprogram yourself. Number one is get out of that fucking apocalyptic matrix that your mind is stuck in. Your Akashic records hold so many destructions in previous lives where we've been attempting to do what we're doing right now. Congratulations, guys. The good fucking news is there's not one goddamn thing to worry about. We fucking made it. Take that apocalyptic mind frame out of your head and understand that the TV and everything coming to light right now is how the light wins over darkness. And so everybody has their own time to awaken. If you're listening to me, you're already moving towards the past. So you're at the point to cut off your fucking TV. And then start telling your friends to cut off the fucking TV.
And family too.
And so, you've progressed that point, so you can look at me and understand that everything is okay. There's the shit on the TV and the radio is the light went over darkness. Everything they said I've known for fucking 15 years now, and it didn't happen, and we progressed.
Now they're backstepping on their own crap.
Yes.
It's even funny.
It's just funny now to us, especially ones who's been involved in the knowing of it for 15, 20 fucking years.
It keeps getting sloppier and sloppier.
But that's
It's a big smack in your face every time you see it. Do you not see it?
That's the great part. But there's still people out there sleeping, and so that's easier for them to wake up. You know, we woke up way before, you know, when we were told we need to wear a tinfoil hat and shit.
Yeah.
You know, now we're not that. And so it's just super obvious for the super closed-minded.
Yeah,
It's just
bigger.
It's still the light winning over darkness, and the light has already won, guys. And so reprogram yourself into the fifth. We're in the fifth. Congratulations. New energies. This is a year one. This is going to be a fucking awesome year. You're going to see all kinds of new beginnings to all kinds of things. And so we've got a lot of massive galactic energy coming this year that's going to affect you, where all the energies in the past has been purging the people in your life, purging your lifestyle, purging your BS, your belief systems, and all that shit. And it sucked. A lot of us has went through a lot of stuff. A lot of us has went through a lot of heartache. A lot of people has done it alone. That's why we do the show, is so some of you guys won't be alone. Maybe we can get you out of the dark period a little quicker. And so, you know, the Matrix is every single thing that you've ever been taught, down from language to the system of working, being slave to paper,
to being thankful for somebody for giving you a job that's you well underpaid and you're traveling like an hour. And somebody and the system, the matrix is, you should be thankful for that job. You should be thankful for that job. Really,
you're so psyched in.
You should be thankful of being poor. Be thankful that you're doing everything in your might to be poor and you're still poor. No, it don't. I mean, it's everything. It's everything you see every day.
Exactly.
So get out of it. Get out in nature. Get out of watching the TV. and just start doing your own thing.
For sure.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
a lot more fun. And then you ain't got to worry about keeping up with the Joneses with the TV crap, reality TV crap.
I never liked reality TV shows.
I mean, people love it.
I don't know
The
why.
average American loves it.
I thought you watched TV to escape reality. So reality TV show did
But
not
it's
make
not
any
reality.
sense
That's
to
the
me.
thing. It's not real anyway. It's not even real. It's just whatever they want you to think is actually happening.
It just boggled my mind off gate, the fact that, reality TV show. I mean, literally, I thought TV was to escape reality.
Life is a reality TV show.
Exactly. It sure fucking is a reality TV show that you control with your thoughts.
Yeah.
And then you fucking turn them into words or to actions, and you make them happen faster.
Yeah.
And so, the apocalyptic matrix that we've all been living in is that we've killed ourselves over and over again in your Akashic records, which is your previous lives that you've all survived through, or not survived through, that you all lived. In there is a lot of deaths from a lot of doomsday scenarios that we've done to ourselves throughout thousands of millions of years, where we've doomed ourselves. And so we've made it past that point, but those records are still there. So subconsciously you still have the feeling and the thoughts of the old timeline, that destruction is going to happen.
Something you don't remember.
And so, you got to work on reprogramming yourself. Your thoughts, the energy now is your thoughts manipulate reality so more quickly. That's not even funny, because we're in the fifth. And so, removing that apocalyptic mind frame and switching it over to this is my shit right here, and my thoughts control this is how you're gonna manipulate this reality. And so you've got to know that the heaven on earth is here. You've got to realize that we've been blessed for not destroying ourselves for the umpteenth time. And so, congratulations, guys. You didn't kill yourselves. And the reason why you keep seeing shit about fucking killing yourselves, or that
Because it's happened in the past so many times.
And so the reason why all that shit is coming to light is for the other people in the past to, or for all the other people who are still sleeping to awaken or awaken faster. And that's why I say, if you feel moved to say something to anybody, to anything about consciousness or fucking the government, whatever, you feel moved to try awaken someone to do that shit, because inevitably you're like Johnny fucking Appleseed out here planting seeds everywhere in people's mind, and you're also doing it with your thoughts. You're planting these fucking seeds in the subconscious.
Hey, think about this. What if somebody plants the seed, somebody else waters it,
That's exactly how
somebody
it
else
works.
watches it sprout?
Yeah, it's exactly how it
So
works.
somebody will plant the seed, but somebody's got to water that seed.
Yeah.
And then the next man will water it.
You never know what it is. It could be something you say. It could be something you see on Facebook. It could be. You said something about you're a slave to paper, and then they fucking seen the news that afternoon. And they're like, well, fuck, this ain't telling me to do nothing but be scared and fear, and I'm kind of scared. You know what? I'm gonna turn this shit off. And then a week later, no news. They're like, you know what? I ain't scared of shit.
Yeah, what am I scared of?
Let me tell you this part about it. You are a motherfucking eternal being.
You're a God.
You're a God.
You are God.
You are God. You do not die. Energy does not cease to exist. It only transforms. So you do not die. You've been scared with the BS and the doctrine that this was the only one you got. And then you were psyched into fucking fooling yourselves that you were going to burn in hell if you didn't live this lame square-ass life.
And that was systematically placed there. It wasn't just by no chance. That was systematically tested, placed, done on you. Every type of way.
for a long, long, long
That goes
time.
down to the politics, to the religion, to any type of thought. Every type of thought has been pushed on you.
Even language.
Yeah, language itself. Why do we have so many different languages? Why do the tribes in the Amazon forest have 247 different languages? Just in the Amazon rainforest alone.
Heavily indoctrinated with the Matrix.
Exactly.
And it's old. It's old.
Yeah.
The Matrix is as old as we can
It's
remember.
ancient. Just like you ever heard of the Hebrew slave in the Bible? You know, slaves have been around forever. They've been slaving us forever, bro.
We've been
People's
enslaving
been
ourselves.
abusing and enslaving forever. We enslave ourselves because we enslave our mind.
That's right. So that's how you break the fucking
Yeah,
shackles.
exactly.
That's how you break the shackles. That's how you exit the Matrix. You fucking
Quit being a part of it.
break the chains on your mind of your indoctrination, your belief system.
You don't play the system.
Flush that shit down the toilet.
Don't play the game.
And start over fresh, trying to relearn, recalibrate everything that you base your life on. And that's how everything, your language, your political beliefs, your economic
Geographical beliefs.
your fucking geographical location. Change that shit if that's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Fucking move to a foreign country. Like I
there for
told
2
you,
months.
you gotta connect with people. So go find that person that you would never in your deepest mind think you wouldn't talk to them because their religion was different or they dress weird or whatever, and go fucking talk to that person and learn something about yourself.
That's a true story, bro.
Because everybody is you. Everything that you feel and thought is just a reflection of who you are.
And it's funny how everything they tell you on the news, and when you meet those people in real life, it's like, what the hell is they talking about? You know, these people are like some of the coolest motherfuckers of all time. You try to make me scared of these, like just say like, you know, like guys from Pakistan or, you know, guys from Syria or something. You meet them in real life, they're the coolest motherfuckers in the world.
Dude, motherfuckers
Nicest people
that
in the
are our
world.
age right now, our generation, all across the world, guess what? They're just like us.
Yeah, I know.
No fucking different. They don't want to kill nobody. They don't give a fuck about all these power hungry, fucking military, industrial age, psychotic, fucking old farts.
Globalists.
Thank God that the old system is dying and these old farts are dying. So progression would happen regardless. But we're gonna hit that shit in fucking hyperdrive,
More
guys.
people are going balls also. People are leaking shit. They ain't scared. They ain't scared. You know what I'm saying? Like Edward Snowden, the other guy who leaked all the fucking documents. They don't give a fuck no more.
I already told you the magic is these motherfuckers are getting this information in their sleep too.
Yeah.
You know, that's them downloads. You know, you're all knowing. We already know that information. We already put it in the grid.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers going to sleep, getting that information.
Yeah.
And then we sit right here on this microphone. They're like, oh yeah, or they sing that meme, or somebody says that, and they're like, oh yeah, I did. That makes sense to me now, but they don't got the images and the pictures and all the information just downloaded straight in their mind. It's time to unmind fuck yourself, guys. You all been mind fucked for a whole long time, and it's time to unfuck that shit and exit the Matrix. And so, you know, get to know yourself. Step number 1, turn off your TV. Now guess what? You got a whole lot of fucking time on your hands. What the fuck are you gonna do with yourself? Holy shit!
You're occupied.
So now you got all this extra time on your hands because inevitably you've been numbing yourself with the reality of the TV and the bullshit you've been seeing.
And so, distractions. Frequency interference. Everything is interfering with your fucking frequency. People, the TV, the radio, every single bit of it is interfering with your fucking frequency. So, purge your life. Start with the TV. Check out what your frequency really is when you're at the house by yourself. And that frequency that you're feeling is the reflection of yourself. So if that shit don't feel good, ain't nothing out there gonna make it feel any better. That's 100% fact. So if you feel bad when you're sitting by yourself there, exiting the matrix and turning off the TV, then you got a lot of work to do with yourself. So you gotta figure out why you don't like being by yourself, why you've got bad thoughts, bad feelings about yourself. And release those fears, because if you've got bad thoughts and feelings, I guarantee it comes from fear of what somebody thinks, or what society thinks, or your family, your belief systems, that BS. So the fear comes from the BS. So inevitably you got to drop the BS. So you can release the fear by one. The good news is the light is already won. The world is not going to end. The world has just begun. Welcome to the fit, bitches.
True.
And so, turning off the TV. If you don't like being alone, figure out why. Start doing meditations. Forgive yourself. You gotta forgive yourself. You gotta love yourself, and you gotta forgive yourself. And so, if you feel bad, grief and sorrow is the lowest vibration there is, lowest frequency that exists. Because sorrow, that's right there with, hey, you know, I'm ready to end this life type shit. And if anybody's been there, you know that is the lowest of the lowest.
Yep.
And so, start by loving yourself and forgiving yourself. If you got something on your mind, you know, you're mad at your parents because of how you were raised, or you're mad at society because it's bullshit, you're mad at your preachers or your parents because of all the BS and doctrine they done to you, you gotta forgive them. You gotta forgive yourself. We're just all part of this human experience. And so forgive yourself and forgive everybody else so that you can be happy by yourself and have a nice frequency that you're emitting solo. And so once you get that base frequency where you're at home and you feel good, you got the feng shui in the house kicking, maybe you're playing some Hertz on the radio or some good vibe music. You know, sunny outside, you got that high frequency kicking it. Remember that. That's where you want to stay all the time. And then remember anything that interferes with that, whether it be the TV, a person, a thought in your own head. It's really simple. And then learn to be grateful about the things that you already have. Because I can guarantee you, if you think your life is shit, you're taking a whole lot of fucking shit for granted. That's a fact. Hell, if you listen to this, you're blessed than most motherfuckers out there. More than likely, your problem is a first world problem. Even being homeless in America is an upgrade than conditions there are on the other parts of the world. Hell, even in people's homes. Being alone homeless sometimes can be better than some of the shit that people go through in their houses with their families or whatever it may be. So, definitely learn to be grateful because you're highly blessed beyond measure. You're highly blessed because you're here right now. You're highly blessed because you're God and goddesses. You're highly blessed because you're living and you're breathing. You're highly blessed if you've got a device to listen to this. You're highly blessed if you have anyone in your life that gives two shits about you to ask you how you're doing or how was your day. You're fucking highly blessed if you have a vehicle or if you have a job. You know, I could sit here for probably another fucking hour and tell you how you're highly blessed. Just if you're watching this, I already know how highly blessed you are. And so if you think your life is shit, you're definitely taking something for granted. So be grateful. Because if you're being ungrateful, then you're going to lose shit. And you're also promoting a message to your kids or to your family that you're ungrateful. And that's a bad vibration to be emitting anyway. And so be grateful, love yourself, and then realize how simple life really is. Learn how simple the things are that you actually need. Uh, like I said, uh, you need food, water, and shelter. Um, and that's it. I recommend maybe try to take 2 or 3 days and go out fucking to a nature reserve sometime and then just camp outside for the weekend. Take everything you need, sleep in a tent and food and all that good stuff, and just do that shit for like 2 or 3 days and realize how simple life really is. And then by going out in nature, you're going to be tuning yourself to that natural frequency. You're going to be disconnected from all the interference you get from your everyday life, all the electronic devices, the matrix, the slave system that you're participating in. So when you get out in nature, you're really going to be able to connect with yourself. Hell, if you can, go out by yourself in nature for 2 or 3 days. Or you can be like Buddha or Jesus and hit the extreme button. You can go out in nature by yourself for like 40 fucking days. You might meet your spirit animal or some shit like that. Maybe no telling what's going to happen. Come back super enlightened. Maybe you'll just transcend and leave Earth and we'll never see you again. Who knows? It's a new time that we live in these days. I can't be surprised by shit. Buddy! And so, yeah. Realize the matrix is every fucking thing you've been taught in school and everything that you've been shown on the TV and the newspaper, and realize that is all fear-based apocalyptic bullshit that's ending. There ain't nothing anybody can do about it to stop it from ending, because the light has already won and the prophecies have been filled, and we're living in the times now where there is no prophecy of the future. You are the prophecy of the future. We are in the now, in the current master creation phase of the evolution of planet Earth and human beings. And so, we're evolving, bitches. It's gonna be awesome. We're becoming the light beings that we are. And so, learn that in the fifth, that you control everything. And so try to close off those Akashic records, or that memory in the back of your head that thinks, we're gonna blow ourselves to smithereens, or we're gonna destroy the earth, by sucking all the oil out of it, or fracking and all that shit. We've done that shit a gazillion times. We've already made it past that point. And so the good news is it's over, okay? And we are in the process of making it better. And the process is for more people to know it exists, so therefore it becomes more transparent. So your objective is that you already know. Now it's time to take it out of your mind and know that it's fixed, because you're creating it being fixed by knowing we're fixing it. Exactly. The way you change the world is change yourself. And so that's why I say fucking turn off your TV, learn yourself, change your life, and how you live life shows everybody else what you think. Yeah. One of my favorite quotes is don't tell me about my God, show me about your God. Don't tell me about what your God does for you, show me how your God exist in you by how you live your life. Because that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people couldn't kick it with religion anyways. Fucking hypocrites. You can't say do this and do that and then turn around and be doing some bullshit on the weekends yourself.
Can't be fucking them Terry's wife on the weekend over there sitting on pew 3. You know what I mean? Everybody's gossiping about it because everybody knows, and that's what y'all worried about. What Nancy's wearing and how's Philip doing and all that bullshit. You ain't worried about God. Let's be honest, y'all ain't worried about God. You worried about other people. It's a community thing. Back in the day, everybody met there to be a community thing.
Yeah. Then you got sucked in there to say God was on the outside, so you just got super mind fucked. You just had the last piece of mind fuckery.
At least you had the notion to look at something spiritual. I'll give you that.
It's because you're conscious beings. You can't help.
Can't knock it.
You can't help to wonder what you are, because you are conscious. That is our human nature to wonder what created us, what we are. Like deers and dogs, and we are those conscious beings. But when we play those games, we're not wondering what created us, because we already know.
You just get pacified.
I got a theory that the dog is already fully conscious, just like the brand new newborn baby is fully conscious. But it can't communicate. And so the reason why the dog probably doesn't wonder where he comes from, because the dog already fucking knows. And so we're taught to become unconscious playing this game. And then inevitably we're all knowing, because we were born that way, born fully conscious, taught to be unconscious on the journey to seek consciousness. And so inevitably everything that we've indoctrinated ourselves with the BS and the belief system has made us more unconscious. And so the energy that is here now is a lot of motherfuckers are becoming conscious, and so the more people that become conscious, the higher the grid gets, the more downloads you're getting in a higher frequency that the earth is getting transmuted to everyone. So it's a real nice concoction of great news about a new beginning. About a time where the Matrix is done, because inevitably the Matrix is ending, because we're all going to exit the Matrix and realize we are the creators of the Matrix. And so consciousness is making that happen. The more people that become conscious is making that happen, and the more transparent all the fuckery on the TV and the more history that comes out of how you've been screwed over is making people become conscious faster. And so 26 plus thousand years of bullcrap, you're gonna have to give it just a little bit of time for us to try and fix this shit. Rome wasn't built in a day. It's a good way to put it. And so took us many thousands and thousands of years to get us here. So I could say it could take a few years for us to really start to see ourselves getting out of it.
Buddy.
Sorry about that, guys. Got a pup, buddy love over here. Won't quit barking. Go on. Get. Go lay down.
He just learned how to bark.
He just learned how to bark. We just learned how to walk. We just learned how to be conscious ourselves, so we can understand how that goes. We've all been in that baby point of the dog our entire life, and we've been barking at each other about bullshit. Hey, you don't believe my religion. Hey, you don't like my sports team. Hey, you don't like my religion. And so now we get to grow up and quit barking at each other and learn that we're all connected and that we're all one. Everything's about the number one. Everything's about unity. This is the information of the fifth dimension. Is that we're all connected. Bob Marley said, "One love." That's that good shit. That's that. My old religion was music. It was Bob Marley. I listen to it on Sundays. And so existing in the fifth, how do you know that you're in the fifth? Is when you know that you're connected to everything, and everything is a duplication of you. That is being a fifth dimensional creature.
You can
move on up, and as you move up, it's all about the journey within, learning who you really are, becoming the guide and the goddesses that you are, the perfect blueprints that you are. You can travel through dimensions, you can travel through time, you can manifest anything you imagine right here in this reality. All you gotta do is remember and recalibrate. And so there's a lot of things to help you. You know, we got all the planets, which are ours, playing the same song. They're changing the energies. You got Gaia, Mother Earth, that we're on. She's changed her frequency, which inevitably is affecting our frequencies. And then I'm sitting right here trying to tell you how to control your personal frequency that is coming out of you. And all these frequencies are affecting everybody in the whole universe, the whole known everything. It's all being affected by everything that's going on right now. And so exit the matrix and learn yourself. Connect with your neighbors. Remember, this is all about one love, unity, consciousness, unity in your community, unity across the board. It doesn't matter if someone's a different religion. It doesn't matter if they have a different color skin. It doesn't matter if they're from a different spot on this rock. It doesn't matter. That is you. That is just a duplication of you. So love yourself and love the duplication of yourself. It's really fucking simple. And then realize that your thoughts themselves is making this matrix, and the thought that you have to go to work and you have to be a slave to the paper is the trap of the matrix. And then there's a whole lot of other pieces and a whole lot of other chains and balls and shackle that connects to that same matrix that keeps you a slave. So learn the chains and break them, bitches. I guess we're going to see if we got any questions or comments on exiting the matrix. Like I said, guys, turn off the TV. Try to find something to learn about consciousness and connection. Connect with yourself. Connect with your neighbors. Try to connect with your family. I'll go ahead and tell you, when you bring up consciousness, a lot of people are gonna shut off and shut down. But you can go ahead and throw that seed out there. Yeah, you can throw that seed out there. Somebody else can come by and water it, or maybe you can come back later and water it. Maybe they'll come back and ask you questions. You never know.
I like to do yoga on the beach.
That
would be awesome as fuck. I ain't never done it.
Cheryl
says dogs understand images. That's how you talk to them without words. And so think about your dog and look at your dog. Think of an image of your dog. I've even read this somewhere.
It's a dog's life.
But look at your dog like you're trying to connect with your dog, and think of your dog. Try to picture in your head your dog laying down somewhere, and just keep practicing with it, like putting that thought in your head and act like you're putting that image in that dog's head, and see if your dog does it. Like that's how it works. It's consciousness for you. Learn your telepathic ways. Just like in the movie The Matrix, it says on the spoon bending part of the Matrix, is you gotta realize that the spoon's not there and the spoon's not real. I'm not here. This isn't real. This is all an illusion of the Matrix. This is all illusion of your thoughts being projected to this. This is just me telling you what you wanted to tell yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Since we got the Facebook working a little bit here, let's scroll through and see if anybody had anything they needed to say. You can go ahead and throw your comments up there while we're wrapping up here. Hi, Teresa. Welcome.
Turn off the TV. Turn off that bullshit.
There you go. Go listen to some Dead Prez.
That's what it all comes down to, man.
Hi,
Cheryl. Thanks for joining us for the first time. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Trying to get that spike in the audio, you know, like when you look at it from live, you get that big ass.
Yeah, I see it. Because I got it playing out in front of me right now.
That's what I was going for.
Welcome, Shamara. Thanks for joining us for the night.
What's 4 days? Thursday?
Thursday, that's right. Yeah, guys, don't forget Thursday. We're gonna do an episode soon this week before Thursday about the crystal skulls and our thoughts on it, and then we're gonna have Pam Yuntz with her studies and her interactions with the crystal skulls on Thursday, March the 8th. It's gonna be sweet.
That's right,
Teresa. We were taught wrong. I'm glad you're remembering. A lot of us are starting to remember. Einstein said that all space is here, all time is now. That's right. Any questions? Anybody got any comments, questions before we wrap up this episode of Higher Frequencies? Exit the Matrix. Turn off the TV. Turn off the radio. Turn off that bullshit. Turn off that BS inside of you, which is your belief system, indoctrination, and your programming. Quit reading the newspaper, quit reading the magazines, quit watching the news, quit fucking watching the sports, quit doing anything that is disconnecting you from your friends or from neighbors or anybody else in this beautiful world of ours, which is just you trying to teach you some shit about yourself. You just forgot. We all come from the same DNA, and it was all altered many thousands of years ago. Congratulations, you've been lied to about history a whole lot. We'll cover that one day for you guys, but all that shit don't even matter. It just don't even matter. You can look into it. It's fun to know about it, but I can tell you that it just really don't matter. The matter is that we're exiting the Matrix together. We're here to create the new beautiful Earth that we've been promised to ourselves. The reason why we went through all this shit is so we could have the light at the end of the tunnel, which is the now. Anything you want to add, Alex?
Not much, man. Ready for the crystal skull updates.
Anything the beer god want to add? Hear that? The beer god says, "Send love and light your ways, ladies and gentlemen." That's what we're all trying to do here, is send love and light your ways. I love every single one of you guys.
Much love.
Indeed, there's a lot of research. When you exit the Matrix, there's a lot of work to do afterwards. You gotta relearn yourself. You've gotta relearn what life is all about. You gotta do your research for yourself. You got to don't believe anything that anybody's told you. Don't even believe what the fuck I'm telling you. Look it up yourself. Believe it and feel it within inside yourself. If you don't feel it within inside yourself and it doesn't vibrate with your frequency, then cut that shit out and find out what does resonate with you.
We're all
We're all
star
star
seeds.
seeds. There's an episode on star seeds I got. It's called the Star Children, I believe. It's like number 6, 7, 8, somewhere around there. For you new listeners, this is episode number 12. There's a few on frequency controls. There's one on God. There's one on numbers. There's one on consciousness grid. There's one on the awakening. There's one on star seeds. The last one, episode number 11, was called The Process, and this one is called Exit the Matrix. Inevitably, every single one of them is about frequency control, because
you are frequency, and your thoughts control that, along with your words and actions. Speeds up that control process. Alright guys, we will be back at you one day this week with an introduction episode to what the crystal skulls are and all that good stuff, and then we're going to be back on Thursday with our guest Pam Yuntz on her research and her studies and interactions with the crystal skulls. I'll post up as soon as I know when we're going to do the introduction episode. Maybe we'll get lucky and have a guest on that, not sure. I just got everything set up so we can have international guests through Skype. So if anybody is interested or knows somebody that they would like to get on the show or whatever it may be, let us know. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com, Higher Frequencies NC. You can get on there and join the connection group and have live discussion or add any information you would like to share, topics, any of that good stuff. Check us out on our website, higherfrequencies5d.com. You can download all of our episodes for free off the website. You can download all of our episodes for free off iTunes. You can listen to all the episodes on Google Play. Facebook has all of the videos, and YouTube has all of the videos. So there's multiple ways you can catch us and share us. If you feel moved to do so, please do that. Like I said, Higher Frequencies or Higher Frequencies 5D is where you catch all those at on any of the ones I just mentioned. I really enjoyed all you guys coming out here and listening to us tonight. I love all you guys. I'll catch you guys real soon. Peace and love. Namaste.